Welcome to the European Oilfield Specialty Chemical Association and this presentation to find out more about us. EOSCA was set up to represent the interests of the European oilfield chemical sector. Our primary function is to act as a focus of interest on environmental and safety legislative issues. We have quarterly meetings. We act to represent our members in key regulatory forums. We also developed and support CHAR modeling software to complete assessments for offshore chemical applications. What are the benefits of joining EOSCA? We'll look at each of the following, and we'll start with industry influence and networking, with the ability to connect with industry leaders and influence standards. Our members represent more than 85% of the market by both the number of products that are registered and the volume of products used in the North Sea. By being a member, you can gain access to a network of industry leaders and professionals and engage in policy discussions and attempt through collaboration to influence the standards. Regulatory insights. Members can stay updated on regulatory developments which affect the chemical sector for the oil fields. We have quarterly association meetings. There are reports from meetings with regulators and regional updates. We have updates from our associates, which represent labs and consultants. There's updates from various projects and working groups. And we actively horizon and look at future issues coming from OSPAR, the EU, and other regulatory areas. We also engage with legislative consultations. Our main regional groups are the four main operating areas in the North Sea. The United Kingdom, where we engage with the UK Chemical Working Group, liaise with OPRED, the regulator, and CFAS, their technical support, and we collaborate with OE UK. In Norway, we have representation at the SKIM Group. We liaise with NEA, the regulators in Norway. We have discussions with Offshore Norge, the Operators Association, and we have meetings with NEMS, the software within which chemical data is submitted. The Netherlands. Here we have representation in the Chemical Working Group. We liaise with the State Supervision of Mines and CFAS, their technical aids, and we have discussions with Element NL, the operator group there. In Denmark, we liaise with DEPA, the regulators. We have meetings about Danish NEMS for the submission of data, and we have meetings with the main operators in that region. Looking at technical guidance and resources, members can access valuable resources, data sets, and learn best practices. We have information documents on regulatory developments, best practice tools such as RBA chemical data submission and sharing, and free access to Hocknoff data sets for substances which are no longer planar, such as ethanol and various metal salts. Being a member of EOSCA offers the chance for professional development. There's the opportunity to enhance knowledge and skills through discussion with key industry stakeholders. We have guest speakers and Q&A sessions with regulated representatives. There's the opportunity to network with a broad membership comprising manufacturers, chemical suppliers, and service companies. Our associates are from consultancy and ecotoxicological testing laboratories and will be happy to share their expertise. And EOSCA members benefit from discounted attendance at the Chemistry in the Oil Industry Symposium. Advocacy and Representation. Members benefit from EOSCA's advocacy efforts that aim to advance and improve chemical legislative controls through collaboration with regulators. EOSCA are recognised observers at OSPAR meetings, regularly contributing to committees. EOSCA is also a recognised sector-specific stakeholder for ECHA regarding biocides and REACH. EOSCA is a HSE stakeholder for UK REACH and UK BPR. And EOSCA also speak at regional seas conventions on chemical regulation and assessment. EOSCA participate in many collaborative projects and initiatives addressing common industry challenges, looking to foster innovation and improve regulatory efficiency. Recent projects include the use and acceptance of chronic toxicity data as part of a joint industry partnership, projects on the comparison of freshwater versus marine ecotoxicological data, development and implementation of the CHAR model and software to enact its algorithms, and development of Hocknoff datasets for substances which are no longer planar, such as ethanol and various metal salts. Current activities within our project portfolio include tackling the issue of fraction release for surfactants, the Abidjan Convention and other regional seas conventions. We've also discussed solvent blank testing for biodegradation with the regulator and scientific advisors. We continue to discuss use and acceptance of chronic toxicity data via the JIP and are working on a project looking at the comparison of freshwater versus marine ecotoxicological data. We continue to develop and implement the CHAR model through EOSCA software and have developed data sets for ethanol and inorganic salts, which are no longer planar substances. EOSCA members can also gain market insights, looking at how the market is responding to regulatory pressures, emerging technologies, and industry best practices. You can gain insight to help you stay competitive and informed, and be part of the evolving regulation of chemical use in renewable energy, carbon capture, usage and storage, and hydrogen storage. Membership of EOSCA may also enhance your credibility, proving your organization's credibility and reputation by being associated with a recognized and respected industry body. EOSCA continues to develop and support the CHAR model. It represents chemical suppliers at OSPAR meetings, responds to relevant chemical legislation consultations, and identifies knowledge gaps and develops projects to address these. You can gain support and guidance through EOSCA. Hear expert advice and guidance on compliance, environmental assessments, and other technical and regulatory issues relevant to oilfield chemicals. Guest talks from regulators, industry experts, and service providers. A mix of attendees from early career to experienced regulatory professionals mean there's many chances for valuable networking. Within the membership, there is expertise in risk assessment and modelling using the CHAR model and the knowledge pool for addressing regulatory hurdles. There are two main membership levels within EOSCA: full members, which are chemical manufacturers or suppliers, and associate members, which are labs, consultants, and other companies supporting our full members. Membership is per company, and where relevant, multiple representatives may attend meetings. Key benefits include access to latest developments in legislation as changes are discussed at USPAR or other forums, the opportunity to network with a broad section of regulatory professionals, a friendly and supportive peer group promoting learning and excellence in the industry, and relevant technical information and discussions on issues that matter. If you would like to join EOSCA or find out more about joining, contact the Executive Secretary at secretary@eosca.eu. You can attend your first EOSCA quarterly meeting for free as a guest, and then review the joining information and complete the application for which links have been provided. EOSCA associates represent consultancy companies and test laboratories. They support members' understanding of registration, modelling and regulatory challenges, and they support the development and usage of new tests, such as the MAP test and the OECD 249 test. The OSPAR Offshore Industry Committee meets annually, usually in March. This is where the harmonised mandatory control system and associated instruments are discussed and amended. EOSCA is a recognised observer and attendee of these meetings. EOSCA have submitted and presented papers on relevant issues, and EOSCA also has the opportunity to respond to papers submitted. EOSCA also responds to consultations and other regulatory meetings of relevance. The UK OPRED and DEFRA chemical fora and working groups are attended by EOSCA representatives. We've recently responded to the UK REACH ATRM consultation, and are a stakeholder for ECHA for offshore scenarios. We've also extensively input into the UK and EU microplastics restriction processes. The Chemistry in the Oil Industry Symposium is a biennial industry conference that is jointly hosted by the Royal Society of Chemistry and EOSCA. It's a 2-day meeting with technical presentations presented through platforms and posters and with exhibitors as well. This meeting and symposium offers networking opportunities with the suppliers, service companies and operators, and has a wealth of presentations on state-of-the-art and latest developments. EOSCA jointly developed the CHARM model with regulators and industry, and EOSCA have developed and provide CHARM calculator software. ECHOS, the latest version of this, also supports automated Hocknoff generation from your dataset. Thank you for your interest in EOSCA, and please be in touch to find out more.